And I think we're live.
All right, we're live now. What's up, everyone? Here, this is in a lot of ways, the only one that knows what he's talking about. Edgar, the Iron Elite, or the Elite, and my
Yep.
trusty partner in crime, uh, Tevia. We're here to talk about the situation on the Spider-Man news that apparently Felicia and Peter are going to be a couple, and
Yep.
we just wanted to do this short live stream, and this is going to be a very interesting conversation. Anyone that wants to chit chat with us, go ahead by all means. My channel will be there. I'll be commenting if
Yeah.
you want to come down and talk about more about this on my side. But I think honestly, it really kind of, let's just put it in a really good nutshell. From issue 900 down to this, it really was just obvious for Marvel saying, we don't want to write Mary Jane. We just don't.
Yep. And actually, in the cover, they have my hand in this. Oh wait. Yay. I think I want to have do not want to have anything happening. Fuck.
And I keep telling Tevia, I keep telling him, like it's fucking every time we have this conversation where me and him have our conversation about the Spider-Man direction, and I always say, well, the reason why they're doing this is because they don't want to write her and they don't want to do that relationship. As for
No.
example, Gwen Stacy. When they killed off Gwen Stacy, they went out of their way just to get rid of it. And that is just, and almost it is that relationship that we had, Mary Jane, and plus I'm going to get into that one. Don't
Mhm.
change it. Don't change it. Don't change it.
Okay.
Uh, and just going further with it, they don't want to have that situation where people like us, like me and everyone else, literally saying, if you're going to make this relationship work, just do renew your vows.
Mhm. I
Why
would
are
say
you
it can work.
why are we are just wasting our time with this stuff? And the only tells me that they don't want to do that. They don't want to have Peter in a relationship with
Or be at their
or or
father.
or or,
That's amalgamating.
or let me say it. They don't want to have Peter Parker be a merry man like everybody else and have him get kids and have him get all that stuff. Don't care. Moving on. Just
Yeah, that's a very kind of Deadpool.
I know. Just can we change that? Anyway,
Mhm.
they don't want to have this book because they don't want to do that relationship and do that story because that's the only thing people like me will buy their books. If they just have them be together, you're not going to have people like me buying the books. So they're going to
Mhm.
have something to where, okay, what do people really would be okay for? We try to have another girl that failed. We
Yep.
try to have different relationships with Peter. They all failed. What fans like that would be okay with it? And that was Felicia. Felicia is the only character that, in a lot of ways, is okay with fans, even though they mentioned that whole fucking um, scene, which I'm still like, why are we mentioning one more day?
Yeah.
If you and also and going even further with it, why are we revealing Peter's daughter if you're not going to do anything with her?
That's what drove me
And
crazy. Because you put the future at the end of Spender one and you don't act on it? Why? What for? For
well, I'll
drama?
tell you, no. It's not just that. It's more like they did that and they were going forward. It's just they put a stop to it, much like Hickman on his X-Men book, and they realize, like I keep on saying, if they push a character way too far, in their eyes, they would ruin the character. You know, this
Dark Ages right there, Tom Taylor.
I know. Well, but just going in even further, I mean, when you look at the relationship between Peter and Gwen Stacy, you know, they broke them up, and it didn't work, and they brought them back together, and they ultimately killed her off. And when that whole thing went down, it automatically was unfolding on something to where go on issue. That's a perfect one. We'll mention that one.
Oh yeah, the German days stuff. I thought my mind because yeah.
Speaking of, and just going even further about Gwen Stacy, it's like, why are we even having her appear in that issue, the latest issue, issue 10?
Yeah, issue 10.
If really you were never going to go forward with that idea, it sounds.
Why
like
bring her back and kill off again? Because like I'm even
no. Tell you, they didn't kill her off. It's more like, all right, why don't we give him a bone? Why don't we give this and that? And that's mainly what it was. It was mainly like, oh, let's just do this because of the older fans that grew up reading Peter and MJ, or Peter and Gwen. And I'm like, okay, I just don't understand, like, why are we just wasting our times, wasting just storytelling, if we're just going to bullshit? I mean, if you're going to bring back Gwen Stacy, go all out on it. Correct your mistake. Because the reason why Mary Jane and Peter Parker were together is because of Marvel's stupidity, because they didn't want to write Gwen Stacy. If they want to correct themselves on their bullshit, then that's exactly what they need to do. But if they want to do renew your vows and have Peter be with Mary Jane and go forward, then go all out on it. The problem is about Marvel doesn't know where to go with Spider-Man. You know, ever since Dan Slott left the book, there hasn't been a massive focus on Spider-Man, on what direction are we go. Now, you people may hate Dan Slott for many reasons. I don't give a fuck. He made Spider-Man fun again. He made him awesome. And there was a cohesive narrative. There was a cohesive direction going forward. Storyline after storyline after storyline after storyline. Now you have Hickman, who is a racist piece of shit writer, who in a lot of ways is a terrible, terrible writer. I don't care how good he is on other books. He ruined my favorite Captain America. And thank God his fucking show brought him back to where he needs to be. And his new book is pretty damn good. And top of that,
I hate Sin Pass.
But the facts are... But the facts in general, like, Tevya, do you agree that they need to have a writer that knows the fuck they're doing and not just messing around?
Not just that, but they also need editorial need to just fuck off for one and let the wife finish the story.
No. Well, that you're always going to have editorial problems. That's when you have an IP, you're always going to have that. That's always going to be a given. The creative control can only be like sometimes when you give a writer and you let him go, sometimes he could easily fuck it up. Hickman.
Yep. Well, the current X-Men officer right now, who spoiled, destroyed Moira. Now she's a robot now. Because reason. Also, she's so million body.
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
Reasons.
Wait. You mean the island?
Moira. You know her.
Who fucking gives a shit? Who cares? Seriously. Who fucking cares?
She's so million body.
Oh, dude, I was
crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, guys, I was fucking haunting him on that shit. Like, oh, don't worry, tell ya. It'll be all good. I wanted Mary Jane to get killed off because she was not utilized correctly. And Tevye, I must say this, Tevye, for all you people who are getting a little frustrated on him, I apologize, but it's just with Tevye, he wants the old format, the old established lore. And for me, I don't want that. I just want Peter to have a cohesive book. And if you're going to do Renew Your Vows, which is the only thing I would want if you're going to have Mary Jane, then by all means do it. I feel Mary Jane is in a lot of ways just there for you to buy that book. She's only there just because the book isn't selling that well. Yeah. And there isn't a story purpose for her to come in. And that's the problem. Story has to be meaningful or story has to make sense where, okay, why don't we do a Green Goblin story or a Hobgoblin story?
We're doing a Hobgoblin story now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I was just about saying that. Which they're doing a Hobgoblin storyline right now, which we haven't had one in so long now. Like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was fine. It's just filler, but it didn't really matter. Particularly angry, it's whatever.
I'm just saying to all of you guys who are watching.
I'm still pissed off about this though. This makes no sense. Like,
I know that. No. That I know that it's a symbolic message. Symbolic message. We don't want to write Mary Jane. We'll make her be a mother to someone else to send the message to you people. If you couldn't see it.
I said, fuck you, people on Mary Jane, man. Enjoy the Paul, asshole. Fuck you, Marvel, you hacks.
Yeah. Well, that's just the point of them. And you could say the same thing to what they done to Gwen Stacy because they killed her off because they did not want to write her. Now, they probably have way more fun. And plus, in top of all of that, on way more fun on writing Black Cat and Spider-Man being together, it's also being the cause of the other side. Who's Batman's wife?
Catwoman.
And why?
Well, was gonna be a wife, but remember the Wayne got.
No. It's his wife. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah. It's his wife. And if they're together, she's appearing his books. He's appearing her books. So, yeah, you're going to have that whole thing. That whole situation that you have with Spider-Man is a responding factor of that. And I was like, why couldn't you do it sooner? And my whole thing. I mean, like, because in a lot of ways, both Black Cat and Catwoman are very much the same character, the same identity to both Batman and Spider-Man. And in a lot of ways, it's going to be very interesting and fun because that makes it more appealing to fans because it makes things unpredictable. It makes things just cliche. Meanwhile,
Black Cat never get down, people go. Last time I remember, this couple didn't last long. He's good when she found out the truth. Peter said, "No, I'll get down. I can't with this Spidey."
Yet again, do I need to mention there were a couple in the 80s? There were a very much big couple. So much so that they were even considering replacing Mary Jane for a Peter to have where he bees with Black Cat to such a degree. And also, just wanted to say even further, she was the second love interest in the Spider-Man animated series, and go even further with that whole thing. It just, you have it where she's such a fan favorite. Why would you not have them be together? And I get it. You want like the oldest lore. I only want Renew Your Vows. If we're not going to do Renew Your Vows, it's best to just let it go. I've been saying it for almost like 2 years now. If they're never going to have them be together, It's over. And they'll probably change plans on that whole futuristic idea. Why did almost said this? I'm going to use another book for an example because Mephisto is a part of it as well. Why would Jason Aaron, a guy that was setting up a massive storyline, probably a future event of Marvel going forward after Heroes Reborn and having multiple versions of Mephisto to try to fight the Avengers? It's because
that's what Marvel I don't get. You said Mephisto in Spider-Man. You said Mephisto in Avengers. You said Mephisto in that way. X-Men no do Mephisto.
No. It's just it's also one of the, I'm getting also up there to the more of the point. I think the reason why they changed plans is because they realize they didn't want to do it. It's a lot of times.
Here's the thing you're referring to. I think I found it.
Yeah. No, it's the second one. It's the second down. No, actually, no. It's the Heroes Reborn one. It's the Heroes Reborn one.
Heroes Reborn. Oh, yeah. Well, hang on. Let me type it. Heroes Reborn, Mephisto.
It should be there.
Yeah, it is. The Church Mephisto.
No. It's the third picture. That one.
This one, the Council of Wood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you have all this shit. You had all this shit going forward, and you have where, it makes no sense if you're just gonna just abolish that whole thing. And the only thing, and this is why I kind of feel like a lot of writers are rearranging their books. It's the same thing.
There was a boy actually did one more day. Shocking with Blur.
Yeah, no. But who gives a shit?
I mean, that's kind of funny.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, with the whole thing of on Marvel's books, you know, you look at a lot of things and they're rearranging everything. A lot of the old ideas that writers had are probably either put on hold, or we'll do that when we good damn feel like it, or two, scrap it and just pretend that shit fucking never happened. Like for example, the whole Iron Man and Hellcat situation, where we had Iron Man wanted to get married with Hellcat. And
in a lot of ways, coming up. It's a private event, but the Sinister. Oh wait.
Okay, cool. Not really. It's good to see Sinister. You know, I'll just say this: it's good to see Sinister go back to what he is, nothing but a villain. I mean, when you had Hickman, literally had Apocalypse, Sinister with Magneto, and fucking Professor X, it's like, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking dumb? This is straight out fucking bullshit. I mean, this is the most dumbest shit ever. But yeah, you people buy that shit, and this is where you get. And you people complain about X-Men. Take a good look in the mirror, you fucking piece of shit. And that's the definition of you. I'm sorry. No, I'm not pointing at you, Tevi. I'm pointing at the people.
I know.
Who are ranting about the X-Men books. I'm like, well, gee, well, you ever looked at the situation? It's you who put that shit in the fucking success box. Anyway, going forward on the whole point, what I'm saying.
And then we have Fallback, which is part of the Enemy Corner, which, thank God, I'm glad the Corner is fine enemy. This era, when Hickman left,
no. When Hickman left, Marvel tried to save themselves with this whole situation.
Yep.
What they should have done is absolutely abolish everything of what Hickman did and absolutely just go back to what X-Men was. And I think that's exactly what you're going to end up doing. I'm like, I know you don't like this run. I think it's very decent, but the facts are this. One, they tried to fix this. They tried to keep it going, and they failed. Number two, the stories were out there really weren't that interesting.
Mhm.
Number 3, X-Men is going to return. Animated series. So we might as well cash in on that whole thing, make where everything go back to where it was before, pretend the Hickman shit never fucking happened,
So
and
kind of
honestly,
like
that's
this, with Owen Logan.
no,
God,
90s
it's
X-Men.
horrible.
No, 90s X-Men books. 90s X-Men books. They're probably gonna wear the 90s X-Men outfits because
What
that's
kind of
exactly.
this?
Wow.
Well, these are kind of 90s X-Men. Blue Bearded one.
Yeah, that's true, but that's way late in the books. But they're going to have Wolverine wear his iconic outfit. They're going to have all this stuff. Granted, I'm still waiting for WandaVision. Yeah, something like that. You're probably going to end up seeing that whole show. And yes, I think that show will just be fine. The guy who's running Witcher, yeah, he may fuck up on Witcher, but he's not going to fuck up on Marvel.
Yep.
I have faith
X-Men.
X-Men.
I agree. I agree too.
But I'm just saying. Sorry, I'm like, it's okay, man. It's okay. But it's just like I'm just saying how I look at things and how I look at now.
It's been a night. I let this Krakoa spin how to act. It wasn't.
They try to make they try to make that shit into the. They try to put that story. And of course it didn't work because they try to. And granted, will we see that animated? I highly doubt that shit's gonna be animated.
Especially Jubilee at more with what? That makes no sense. Why make Jubilee it's so stupid.
They try to shove it. They try to throw in so much shit in. Like, granted, you need an entire season where she's a vampire, which I really think she should have stayed as a vampire because it made her more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are talking about it. We're talking about Felicia and Peter.
Yeah.
But we also went to talk about X-Men and all that hunky dory.
We talk about X-Men because X-Men factor into a little more Metallic's Mary Jane stuff.
Yeah, that too. Stupid. And I kind of broke down every little thing in a very solid response, and I'm just trying to kind of like do it in a nice, respectful manner. Tevia's kind of like in the back seat, pretty much, kind of like in a lot of ways, letting me talk to you guys about this whole thing because when I talk about this, I see through the eyes of Marvel in a lot of ways, because it's something where if they don't feel comfortable allowing this to go forward, they're not going to do it. And I think that personally, and this is, I keep on saying it, I know fans want Mary Jane and Peter back together. It's just
I feel what Peter did. I hope so.
It's just like I just feel that it showed that response to that whole Mary Jane page in issue number 1.
Oh. Hang on. Wait, you mean page I hit the jackpot or the merge?
No, the whole part where she has the kids.
Oh yeah, that. Hang on. What the? How much shoes? Google.
Just type in Amazing Spider-Man number 1 Mary Jane.
Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck it. What?
Yeah. That was a symbolic message to all those Spider-Man fans who, in a lot of ways, just in a lot of ways, just don't understand why do they get rid of the whole Peter and MJ. Now, I still feel that redheaded girl is Peter's daughter. I
certainly hope
truly,
so. That's the thing that I want.
because I mean, like, that's the only thing that makes sense in a lot of ways. Because why is Mary Jane acting the way she is? And I feel that it's because that she's trying to protect her daughter. She's trying to protect her daughter because
Why she
Peter
with the
has.
Hulk jerk? Get him at this asshole. Yeah.
Why? Because she probably wanted to protect her daughter because of that very reason. And also, even on top of all that stuff, it's also a symbolic message where they don't want to write her. They just don't.
No.
And in a lot of ways, it's very much just saying the truth of a lot of things. You got to look at a lot of the lines of the writer's chair, the business chair, because there's a lot of things I will dare say that Marvel has done the same shit to my favorite superhero.
Oh yeah, with Donald Blake. But hang on.
No. We're not talking about Don Blake. We're talking about the Mary Jane and Pete. No, we're talking about the Iron Man. Yeah. But that is a different. That's a totally different story. You want to know what happened? You had fucking Donny Cage wanting to go a different direction with fucking Donald Blake and breaking him to be something that he's not, and ruining a character that absolutely destroys what that character stood for. You're telling me this is the same man that became a god in Journey to Mystery 83, and now he's a villain? Not the same character. And when he absolutely do that, I mean, you people may bitch about how Wally was fucking ruined on that god awful piece of shit storyline, but this one is a totally different. They ruined Donald Blake. It was like a go out fucking commitment to destroy that character. No way redeeming factor as a whole. There's none. When you have Mary Jane and Peter, or even Superior Spider-Man, where you had Superior Spider-Man absolutely just, in a lot of ways, took over Spider-Man. It didn't ruin Spider-Man. It only made Spider-Man more appealing. Yep. That whole thing was just stupid. I mean,
oh yeah, with the Forza and the Venom stuff, it was weird.
It was dumb. It was stupid. It was by far the dumbest shit ever. But anyway,
now Dom made a symbiote now. Not that one.
No, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. The Venom having Venom and Thor merging was pretty damn cool. But you know, the biggest problem with Marvel is the other thing. I think they might try to bring back no one else. Paul is Mephisto. We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
If Paul had to eat Mephisto, I will be shocked. Try to
actually
hope.
Anything that Venom merges is cool. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm just saying, like, for me as a fan of Marvel, I kind of feel like with the situation with Marvel Comics, I mean, a lot of it is just like it's very below average or just pure good. Like the Predator books, I think they're absolutely killing it. Their Venom book is. Mayday. I know you do, Tevia, but I miss Spider-Man 2099. Do you think I'm ever going to get an ongoing series of that? I'm only crossing.
Well, technically, we did a miniseries called Exodus.
Yeah, and I don't count that as a fucking something that I want in my in a lot of ways. I don't count that.
Yeah.
I want an ongoing series. Hell, I even miss Marvel. I want her to get into it. I want her to get an ongoing series because you're telling me the popularity of her show, the popularity of hell, Moon Knight's got an ongoing series, at least that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just that you're telling me
right there. What the hell? They have gave a Spidey what we had daughter Laura that love on over overall.
That's a different. You said Tevia, you missed the point on that whole thing. You can't compare to the Fantastic Four. I could say the same.
Uh-oh.
They don't want. They don't want.
This is going
They don't want. Uh, uh, in a lot of ways, they don't want the similarities be at its finest, because if they do that whole family stuff, it's going to be the same beats, the same shit, the same directions, the same almost similar stories, and they just don't want that. They did the same. Actually, no, they absolutely did. They did that with Hulk, and look what happened to Hulk. Probably went backwards the next 20 years or so with the Immortal Hulk, and then on top of all that, the current Hulk book that's out right now.
Spark of Hulk with all of it with Don Cates, which is just a stupid concept.
But yet again, I could say the same thing with Immortal Hulk. Like, what was the whole point of with Immortal Hulk for? What was the whole point of that? No, it wasn't fun. It was not fun. If you read a lot of the Hulk stories, you know there's a lot of shit going forward. It's just boring. It felt like went back to basic, and a lot of it should fucking remind me of The Thing. Bullshit.
Yes.
You know, The Thing, John Carpenter Thing. And it would be like, granted, it is very horrifying if they want to do all that stuff. But I just think that's boring in a lot of ways. I don't want Hulk to be a monster creature and all that hunky dory shit. Head back to the Hulk family.
Yep.
It's just that's no, go back down. No, it's right there. It's your front. Oh, fuck me. Oh.
Wait.
No.
Hang on. This one?
No, it's down. That one. There you go.
Hulk versus Dr. Oh, yeah, never mind. Continue.
That whole picture with the Hulk family, where you had A-Bomb, Scar, She-Hulk, Red She-Hulk, and all that hunky-dory shithole. You telling me you couldn't fucking do that fucking continuation with that event after you've done so much with that character, changing Hulk to be, in a lot of ways, kind of like a Super Saiyan, where Banner could transform at will as the Hulk, and it's no two different people, and it's so interesting and better. You had interesting stories. You had like a new villains. You had fresh ideas. You had fresh ideas to such a degree that people like me really want. When you change that, when you take away that, and you do the Immortal Hulk storyline, and you do the current Hulk books, this is what you get when you have a character that did the same beats as the Fantastic Four, and they realize we have two books that does the same thing. We can't have that. Change Hulk back to what people are more particular known as. He's a creature. He's a guy that smashed shit. That's what people really like. They don't like, they wouldn't, and I'll say this, you couldn't tell me that people would not welcome that idea.
That's adorable.
No. It's a homage of
the Superhero Squad.
No, not just that, but it's also its homage to one of the Avengers covers that I own.
Yeah, it is. It's Squad Supreme.
Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. But anyway,
I would like that cartoon.
Me too. But anyway, I'm just saying. I mean, like, you may complain about Spider-Man. I'm like, buddy, I could say the same thing with Hulk. Hulk has went backwards. Yeah, a lot of the Hulk book may be great in newcomers, but when you had people like me who absolutely. Let's go click in the new run of Iron Man.
Okay.
No, it's right there in the face, right there. The issue right there. The whole thing. When you have a new,
right?
that one. When you have the new Iron Man book that's coming in December, and the last issue of Iron Man that's doing the book this month, and he's doing his last book, he had to forcibly end his book because of editorial reasons. There are many tweets that the writer was thinking about leaving Iron Man because of the factor of he wanted to have Iron Man get married.
I would have been out for that, but you're
but yet again, it's not just dude. I would have been. I wanted, like, granted, I know it will never work.
Yeah.
And granted, I wanted it because I wanted to laugh at all of you guys because I'm like, oh man, look at that, it's so good. It's gonna be so good seeing Tony and Hellcat being together. Oh yeah, baby, let's go, let's do this.
Yeah,
the relationship worked. The story was working. Every single thing was building up to that. Now, granted, they left it open. Could it still happen? Maybe, maybe not. But more likely not going to happen because they don't want to do it. They have this scrutiny type thing where can't change a character so drastically unless it's a acceptable term, like Fantastic Four or something
Rogue and Gambit.
Rogue and Gambit. Those characters are acceptable terms because that is something to where it makes sense. They don't see Iron Man as a husband. And tell you the truth, I can agree with them. I can't see Tony Stark settling down. The only reason why the movies did it is because you had Pepper Potts and Tony being together in the past films. So it worked for the context of those movies. And that's why they got a kid and going forward. Not unless the MCU is going to push the kid to be one of the few things in the future movies going forward, which I don't see that happening. Even though I would do that shit in a heartbeat, but but that's
how about Ironheart? Oh wait, you can't do that.
Well, technically, you could make her rescue.
I would love for that. That'd be fun.
Or call her Iron Woman, which, granted, knowing my luck, you would have fucking fat loads, and I mean fat loads of racist, sexist bitches going out of their way just to shit on that book.
No, wait for a minute. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. I could deal with more DDI families for them with the Flash.
Yeah, with Flash makes sense. Flash makes sense. Superman made sense. Batman makes sense. The problem is, and they're utilizing them.
Yep.
But
I love these kids.
Yeah, I know. And granted, I'm happy you got all that stuff. Granted, I wouldn't fucking bring their asses if their life depended on it. That's just how I look at it. But when I look at things and when I see where Marvel is, they have this scrutiny thing of you can't change a character drastically. If you do, we might ruin the character. And that's why you will have Spider-Man get married. And if he gets married, it's going to be on their terms, not yours. Same reason why they killed off Gwen Stacy and have
bring her back to life again.
No. They only did it for like a minute or so.
Yeah,
only their terms. And that whole message, what they did was move on without me. Stop thinking about me. Granted, they got their wish on having Peter being a single guy.
Yep.
granted, now it's like, okay, why don't we just have Peter and Felicia back together? Because the only reason why we didn't do it before is because we had Mary Jane be the problem. Granted, even though I would dare say that, it doesn't matter where Peter fits, it's always going to be Gwen Stacy. That's always Peter's first love. And they screwed this character.
Technically, it's Betty Brant who is first love.
No, it's Peter. It's Gwen. It's Gwen's always Peter's first love because that was
Well,
always
Betty. Not Betty. That came out long. I mean, shit.
No. Let's just wrap this up. I think we're.
It's her husband's wife. My bad.
Yeah. I think we're done now, but I think
Liz Allen. Now remember, it was Liz Allen's first love.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like with Felicia and Peter, I think that personally, it's a step down. In a lot of ways, it's a step up, but it's also a step down because they don't know where to do. That's the problem. That I'm like, we need to just have Mary Jane to either be with Peter and be Spider-Woman and do Renew Your Vows and go forward, or get rid of her, never have her, never, ever, ever have her appear in the Spider-Man books because she has no purpose. Because it's only going to it's only there for your cash in to your books. Hope we get Spider-Man
98.
98.
I hope so too, but honestly, that's not gonna happen.
No, wait. No, are you talking about the Spider-Man animated series?
I think that you're talking about maybe a Spider-Man 98 comic.
Look. Spider-Man 98. I guess that's. Oh, I think he's talking about the cartoon. Because I'm typing it in and I see someone did like a fan picture of all of the Spider-Man characters from the 90s cartoon.
Why by 98 I get these covers?
He confirmed. Yeah, he kind of confirmed it. I'll just say this and just.
Or Spider-Man Revival. That's not gonna happen.
You never know. Granted, 90s Spider-Man might come back because it's the only thing that would be it would be only logical to go forward with that.
You brought X-Men 98 back from the dead.
But, you never know. Phase 5, Phase 6, anything's possible. Never say never.
Yep. Yeah, but if you get rid of the light, you get rid of people who made the show great and finish the storyline that was promised that we still got years ago, you have me on board.
Oh, dude, I'll say this. First thing we need to do is just Renew Your Vows. After we do that story where Peter and MJ and that whole storyline gets resolved, first thing we need to go, Renew Your Vows. And then at first episode, the wedding.
My book and Renew Your Vows. So the one.
Yeah, that'll do. And also another thing too, we do the wedding first episode after we do that whole thing. And then after that, we have where she dresses up as Spider-Woman. Oh, God, throw money at it. I will be happy. God damn. But yet again, I mean, like, I'll say this. I mean, if you want to have, like, the closest thing to what people like me really like, I mean, that's the Spider-Man books that's the Spider-Man show that I really love. And, for me, I'm okay with that show being revived. I don't think Spectacular Spider-Man needs to come back. If anything,
I would love a revival, but at this point, it's been too long that's not going to happen.
But granted, I mean, like, freshman year could still be great. I mean, like, we don't know what freshman year is going to be in store.
Freshman year is going to be on separate thing. It's not part of the MCU because, as we all know by now, it's separate altogether.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
As much people want to see that, it's not. It doesn't make sense in the MCU anyway.
But yet again, I would dare say that. Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to dare say this. I'm like, when Norman Osborn's doing the same shit that he did in when Norman Osborn is doing the same stuff that
With Iron Man.
when Tony was doing with Peter, I'm gonna be saying, so he's a Green Goblin Jr.? Oh man! I'm like, so he's a Green Goblin Jr.? Oh man! The statement would be like, okay, I think Marvel is going to make fun of that statement. Like, oh, okay, let's give you everything. You still going to say the same thing? And they're going to probably say yes because I'm a bitch. I'm like, fuck that sucker. And I'm looking forward to seeing all those costumes in animated format, especially the Future Foundation suit. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, but just kind of, I gotta get going. I'm gonna go play some Witcher stuff. But you know, Tevia, just give me your opinion. I mean, like, do you really like? I mean, is it really that worth it? Because to me, it's not really that worth it. I mean, if you have people like me really kind of waving that white flag of, I'm never gonna have married. I'm not married. I'm never gonna have that marriage between WandaVision. No, yeah, not that. Fuck. You fucked up. I fucked up. Yeah, that relationship, Iron Man and Hellcat, but also the Jane Foster Thor relationship.
That and WandaVision and WandaVision
and Scarlet Witch and Wanda, Scarlet Witch and
Vision
Vision. And so I'm like, if I can't have that relationship, which they sacrificed that relationship because they wanted to slim down X-Men books. But years later, they went back on that fucking word and throw that idea. And it just was, in a lot of ways, stupid fucking dumb shit. And I just
that's
like...
why we died and try to make, then it came out to life. It was stupid.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of times... And, they try to make Storm to be the leader of the Brotherhood. I mean, what kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, that was X-Men Red originally, the new X-Men Red book. I didn't read that book, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. This is stupid. And then Manu died with me in Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Which, whatever.
But I mean, like for me, this is the problem. I think that most fans can't really break it to terms, and they just don't want to write Mary Jane. They just don't. And I think people need to start seeing that. I know you're trying to see that. You don't want to believe it, but you know better than most fans. Most fans just don't want to see it, and that's why you have a lot of these comic book websites. They don't want to look at. Okay, why do they kill off Mary Jane? Oh, not why. Why do they get rid of Mary Jane? Why do they kill off Gwen Stacy? Why do they get rid of the marriage between Mary Jane? Why do they went out of their way to asinine this character so goddamn bad for so many years? Why? And it's just for one reason. Because they feel they ruined the character. If it's not on their terms, if it's not on their law, if it's not on their direction, and you're the reason why that's the case, couldn't tell me any otherwise, because if that was not true, that is just, we wouldn't be here right now. We would not be in, this video would not exist. We wouldn't be having this conversation. It's just the solid truth. So, I mean, like, I don't know what anyone else really thinks, but I mean, I'm just telling all of you guys, I think personally, we kind of put ourselves in a position to where, for Marvel's sake, they need to just have a writer that knows the fuck he's doing. And I feel like Dan Slott is the only fucking guy to do it.
What you doing Spider-Verse right now, and Spider-Verse ends with the new Spider-Man book.
Yeah.
Spider-Man event.
I think that Spider-Man book's going to keep on going.
Yeah, that's for what I heard. Spider-Man is just the one story arc, and then it's gonna continue soon after that book ends. Not, but after that story ends.
Yeah, which to be fair, that should happen. But
The
yet again,
question is, what's gonna survive in the Spider-Verse? The one thing I get has made it part. If she dies, you're just a megalith.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be like,
wait.
well, no, that would be literally saying the truth on how they really feel about the Marvel M2 stuff.
Yep.
Because that will say a lot. I mean, if they say, like, we don't care about the Marvel M2 stuff, that's only saying the truth.
Like Mandicare 2099. Mandicare Spider 2099.
Well, that will be the same thing. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's just nothing but the truth. And, people don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. And, I think, honestly, I know where Dan Slott's going. I think all the characters will just be fine. They're going to take down... Peter's going to take down that fucking main villain of the story, and everyone will go back to normal. And it's kind of cliche. You can kind of see it, but it's like you kind of want it to go that way.
Yep. Wait, why Spider-Gwen died? What happens she dies?
It'll be the same thing.
Okay.
It'll be the same thing. So anyway, I gotta get going.
Yeah.
That was good. It was good. It was good doing this video with you, Tevia. I'm sorry, kind of 90% of it, just kind of explaining everything. But
yeah, they come in.
You definitely did help a lot, because you definitely just show what videos, and we talk about this whole situation, and I'm just like, I also just wanted to tell you guys, like, look, I get what you people want. It's just you got to see what really is going on under the minds of, and you got to study a lot of things, and it may be a long journey for you to look all the history of this character, but you kind of see where Marvel is heading. Go look up the situations on why did they kill off Gwen Stacy. Go look up the situations on why did they got rid of Mary Jane, and go read the books. Look in the minds of what they were doing. See why they do it. Compare it towards now, and then you'll understand that this character, in a lot of ways, doesn't know where it's going for the longest time. And a lot. And granted, it's just the only thing that we could all want, because, and this is the only thing we could all say now, is just get a writer that knows the fuck he's doing. I have a feeling next year, sometime, is going to be where Dan Slott takes over both books, and he's going to be writing the Amazing Spider-Man book again.
If he was going to my jaw dropped again. What?
No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, Tevia. And when it happens, Tevia, I'm going to be literally saying, don't ever doubt me on people like me, where I literally say this shit, and I literally tell you, like, look, it's going to happen. And lo and behold, you always come down and say, you were right, Edgar.
Yep, I was wrong. You even said that you want to be wrong.
Yeah, although, well, this one, I want to be right on this one. Because the current Spider-Man books, it's below average. It's been that way since he left. It's been that way since he left the book. Now, granted, the only reason why I was praising it, this recent run, is because I hate Nick Spencer. He's a racist piece of shit writer, and he ruined my favorite Captain America. He went out of his fat ass way on that fucking godforsaken Sam Wilson book and shoved out every goddamn fucking halt on where you're not Captain America, you're Falcon. Stay as Falcon. And I'm like, well, fuck you. Why should he be Falcon? Because honestly, he's not doing a damn thing as Falcon. So take Captain America. And plus, Captain America is more than just Steve Rogers. Captain America is just representing the entire country of America. Yeah. You could have anybody taking his shoes. That's just the solid truth.
Yep.
It's that whole representing of that country. It's the same thing with Captain Britain. Anyway,
Yep.
But it's just, I think Dan Slott is better because in a lot of ways it makes it where he's more cohesive. Yeah, he has its problems, but he doesn't shove down bullshit. And he doesn't copy other writers from different Spider-Man stories from things that
Get the clone saga with Clone Conspiracy. Get to that.
That was it. No. Well, you hated it because you thought it like, oh no, they ruined my villain. They ruined my favorite hero. And I'm like, dude, this guy's a fucking awesome villain. This guy was more appealing, more badass. He, in a lot of ways, like, he was doing some shit that I'm like, holy shit, Peter's getting pushed. Peter's getting, like, in a lot of ways, he's getting a villain is going toe to toe, absolutely going under the mine and also combat. And it's like, oh shit, he is awesome as the Jackal. I mean, fuck the original Jackal. Just give him the Jackal. Oh, it was so good. And top of that shit, it was the best. And besides, he's a failed legacy character that never lived up on something to where he could have been really great. And plus, they never really did anything after the fact. After that whole story, they tried to turn him back to being what he was. It just doesn't work. When you change a character so drastically, it's the same thing like Donald Blake. When you change a character beyond return, it's over. You can't turn him back to what he was.
And now he's a villain now named Chasm. Hooray. Another my favorite character destroyed. Again. Fucking Marvel. You destroyed Ben again for crap. Now he's a villain now. Twice.
Well, I never really, like, I mean, granted, he was great as Spider-Man in the 90s, but that's all he was.
Yep.
I mean, sorry, Tevia, but it's the truth.
Yeah. And now he's a villain now. Here's me that confused me. Where's Kane? Why can't Kane just show and beat him and then put him in the face?
Okay, the only way I could think of it, he's fucking dead.
Yeah. Not that Kane. What the fuck?
Scarlet Spider Kane. Let's just put that.
Yeah.
Let's just put Spider-Man out here.
Found it. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite covers, by the way.
I miss Kane.
I do too. And hell, his costume's I would say better than Ben Reilly's costume. I always thought he was a better Scarlet Spider than Ben Reilly. But when you have them just absolutely, that's an awesome cover, by the way.
I love the cover. I made a lot of people on Scarlet Spider, but I wanted to fall. I love this.
No. It's not just that. I think personally the fans fucking screwed him over. I think Peter David was going to do a different direction on Ben Reilly, and
agree. Yeah.
And they just never did any of that. They hated his costume. It went so bad to where, fine, let's just have where he goes back to his original costume.
Yep.
And the rest is
that made a deal with Mephisto.
Yeah, gotta have all the Spider-Man deals with Mephisto. Gotta have that all. I mean, like, shit. Oh, man.
Yep.
That moment. No, go back up. Oh, no. It's the other one.
Yes.
I remember that whole moment. I'm like, holy shit, dude, that was some fire. That was the fire comic. I don't know why you hate that book. It's so good. And top of that, it was unpredictable. It was fun. It was amazing. It was captivating.
Yep.
That whole shot right there. That whole moment right there. Go back up. No, go back. No, but go back to that that one moment where Peter. It's right there. It's right there. that whole moment where Peter just knew, was like, wait a minute. That whole, there's no one that does that except one person, and he fucking takes it. It was so fuck me, that was great. It was awesome.
I about Uncle Ben, but that didn't happen for good reason. Because no one will bring Uncle Ben back to the whole idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my he made a deal with Mephisto.
Oh yeah, that too.
What? Every Spider-Man made a deal with Mephisto, and except Doc Ock did it as well.
Yeah, because they wanted to have him go revert back to being what he was, a villain. That's another reason why. Which is stupid.
Yep.
I kind of find out, like, why are we doing it? Why can't we just have him be Otto Octavius, but just a younger body? Makes no sense.
I've been all for that. In fact, this was the one time we accepted Doc Ock being here because he's not people anymore. He's not people anymore. He's a clone buddy. That Ben White.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, kind of ruins that whole moment where he becomes a hero again. I mean, like, it would have been really cool where you don't have Dr. Octavius, and if you do, you have the superior octopus. Yeah, or you could still have him be called Dr. Octavius, and he could just have the superior octopus costume. They're so easily having that. You could have easily fixed your options. They just don't want to fucking do that. They just don't want to fucking fix themselves. It's almost like, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, because of fan publicity stunt. And that it's frustrating. I had a little conversation with my friend of mine about the whole situation with Spider-Man and Venom, where McFarlane made the black suit to be something more than just a fucking alternate costume of Peter's. And you don't have that creative standpoint. For me, I could easily fucking make some really cool ideas where, why don't we do this with Spider-Man? Why don't we go that direction with Spider-Man? Why don't we do that direction with Spider-Man? So many ideas that they could solve themselves. It's almost like you're literally throwing at them, and you're hoping that they take it. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they absolutely don't. And it really absolutely frustrates me. And it's not just Spider-Man. It's also to do with Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and all that hunky-dory shit. They just have their own mindset. And you gotta understand it. And it's sometimes frustration at times because you're just hoping and praying that they throw in some good concepts. But, I mean, like, I know you, Tevye, you want to have the family book because that's what you like. That's the storytelling you like. I may not be the biggest fan of that because it sounds like very much lazy and boring, but, it's in a lot of ways, sometimes you should do that. But the biggest problem with Marvel is just...
Mephisto when it comes to the Clone Saga.
Wait, what?
I'm not kidding. This was a plan that Marvel tried in the corner saying Mephisto was going to be the card of the Clone Saga.
Wait.
With a time plan.
Wait. Hold on. So you're telling me Mephisto was originally going to have Peter? Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that would have made it fucking. Oh, that would have been horrible.
Yep.
Oh wow! I'm kind of glad we didn't have that. Oh wow! Oh, but yet again, that whole Mephisto storyline with Peter, it's like, oh wow, they really. Oh wow, that would all make sense. Oh.
Yep.
You see, guys. See, this is the thing. You have situations on Marvel when you research and you look up shit up and you see where, oh yeah, they were gonna do X, Y, and Z. You get into the minds of Marvel. Now you may say, oh, I'm never gonna read another Marvel comic ever again. Well, it's no different than any other comic book company. Image,
Yep.
Dark Horse. Hell, McFarlane has been itching about trying to make Spawn into be kind of like a villain type character for years.
Yep.
It's just, Tevye, I get what you're saying. I get what you like, but I mean, like, do you understand where I'm coming from?
I get it. I get it, Kevin. Even
I mean,
me
hey,
disagree.
hell, I mean, like, I'll say this. Let's throw a bone. Let's throw a bone on you, Tevye. Let's say we find out that Peter finds that girl, that redheaded girl,
Yeah.
is his daughter.
Yeah.
And we
So
have
you
where,
agree to
and he
everything.
has a relationship with Felicia.
Right.
And that makes it where, what do we do?
Mhm.
That makes it more tension because, okay, we kind of establish this. Or, if we're going to break up with Felicia and Peter, she finds out that girl is Peter's child.
Yep.
And she kept it away from Peter because she wants Peter all the way. And I could see her doing that. Think about it, guys. Think about it. How awesome where Peter finds out, breaks up with Felicia, and bees with Mary Jane and
Yep.
that kid. How would you feel about that whole thing?
I would be happy because I finally got my wish. At the same time, it was a question. Wait, what with the boy?
That was the father's son.
Oh yeah, Paul. Fine. Whatever. That kid can go away for all I care. Sending guy Normie. Oh wait, no, let Goblin again. Because
Oh,
of
yeah.
reason.
For no better reason.
I have no idea.
Hey. I mean, like, you gotta fucking make this shit out. You gotta make sense of this shit.
True.
I study Marvel a lot. And this is why I want to work for Marvel for scot free because I mean, like, I know what the fuck to do, and this is why I always say, like, if you have fans like me, literally putting out ideas for you guys, why don't we just fucking make a comic book that's only like a webtoons fucking series, and just absolutely have the writer go app shit ballsy mode on.
One thing out of DC or Marvel is they have webtoons. DC does webtoons. I think that interesting.
Yeah, and that's just something that I've been hoping that Marvel is doing, or just going forward. Now they're trying to do the manga route, which they have their Spider-Man book, which is coming out next year. That manga series, which I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna try to check out. And also another thing is, it's not the first time that Spider-Man has a manga. I mean, there was a 3 or 4 volumes of Spider-Man.
Which is the Ninja Spider-Man.
No, it was a different. It was very different. It's not Ninja Spider-Man. It's it's pure. It's pure Peter Parker, but in Japan.
Gotcha.
Here, just type in manga Spider-Man. Like, there's even a one shot of not one shot. There's a shot of Spider-Man during that time period. I mean, it's really cool. It's a good manga. It's just that they're gonna throw their own spin at it again, and and when I look at all the Spider-Man manga,
manga verse.
I know, but it's like, oh, it looks like Silk is going to be in this book series as well. Wait, hold on. Has the Spider-Man? Wait, hold on. Something on Reddit. Spider-Man, the fake Spider-Man manga has been canceled. What the fuck?
Huh?
No, I don't know. Well, maybe. Hold on. This is still breaking news. Hold on. I'm looking on Reddit that the Spider-Man manga has been canceled.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Fred Greg got cut out of 15 chapters. What? That sucks.
Yeah, that's typical. That sucks. Was kind of hoping that was not gonna be the case because that. Oh wow. Shit. That really. That's unfortunate, but that's your typical manga. I was actually gonna go read it. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wow. Disappointing. Wow. That's. The author said quite disappointing. It's just wow. Did not enjoy it for long. Debut was his first volume. In fact, the series was production sales were declining. Wow. No English translate. Oh wow. At the moment. Oh shit. That is. That says a lot. That says a lot.
Yep.
That says a lot. I'm gonna do a video about this.
Okay.
I'll just do a video about saying like Marvel's kind of like for all you people out there saying Marvel should absolutely evolve into manga. It's just not working. I think the only way now is just do webtoons.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about this whole thing? Because
Honestly, doing that, I think that sucks because after that Instance is my manga, but not dead. So, well, shit.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
so I'm about to get an end story.
yeah. It sucks. It really does.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed. I was kind of very sad. I was actually really wanted to read it, but it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. I'll see you later.
All right, see you, man. There we go.
And I'll just say thank you for watching this. We had a little. We had our big talk on watch. We had our big talk on Felicia and Peter. We'll probably do another video about this sometime later on.
Maybe 2023.
Yeah, sometime in 2023 because we're actually going to let this grow and hopefully where we go forward from here. But and we actually had our thoughts on the whole situation on the Spider-Man manga.
Yep.
Yeah, really disappointed. But that's your typical manga these days. They want instant fucking hits and just can't happen that way. Just can't happen that way. Anyway, that's just how it is.
Yep. Anyway, guys, make sure to join us and be subscribed to my channel and see you next time. See ya. Bye.